A 2008 535 XI wagon just sold for $53,000. And it wasn't like a 10,000 mile one, 119,000 miles. It just sold yesterday. And it wasn't like it was just one guy and he accidentally like bid too high. There are multiple people on here bidding it up. What is going on? There's my case. I've been looking for this thing. I know last year I did a video on my E39 M5. That's not what today's video is about. So let me share with you my 2008 535 XI Touring, or sometimes called a wagon. This thing has been awesome. I've had it for almost a year and a half now. I paid $2,500 for it. It had blown turbos. Guy did a ton of maintenance on it, and then turbos blew, and he was like, "That's the last straw. I'm done with this thing." Really didn't need much. Replaced the turbos. The rear main seal was leaking, and that was it. And it's been a solid car now for a year and a half, like I said. The exterior is black sapphire metallic, and the interior is natural brown. I'm currently redoing my steering wheel. I purchased an M5 steering wheel and retrofitted in paddle shifters, and that is off getting it rewrapped. And so here's the original steering wheel with the comfort seats and a sport shifter. But I really do like this interior. Plenty of space in the back, the dirty back. Fits all three of my kids. Power lift gate, which sort of works. It's a really clean car. I didn't think it was that high. Alright, so I'm looking at the cost of owning my 2008 535 XI Touring. And here we go. Paid $2,500 for it, and immediately had to put turbos on it. That's why it was so cheap. So I paid $1,300 for the turbos. They were on sale from Vargas. I bought their, I think, stage 1 kit. It's not the like direct OEM. It was like the one step above that. Purchased those and had them installed, and just I'm at the stage right now where I can do a lot of work on my cars, but there's some things that just are too much. I don't have a lift. I kind of have this space in my office, in my garage, but I just haven't done it yet. I really should get a lift. That's the next step. But some of these bigger jobs, I just can't do them. So I definitely overpaid. I didn't expect to pay this much, but I ended up having to spend $2,000 to install the turbos and everything, all of the supporting stuff, whatever. I was kind of frustrated by that, but that's what it ended up costing me. And then I had to get some wheels, so the tires that were on the car they were pretty shot. They were some cheap brand, and I found some really good reviews on these General G-Max RS tires for the summer, and I wanted to upgrade. I got these 19-inch CSL replica wheels that I really liked. So the G-Max tires ended up being $683, and the wheels were $600 on cheap. Bought the heated seats. I added those. That was the comfort seats, so I went from the stock standard seats to the comfort seats, which in my opinion is a huge upgrade. Those are $200. I bought M5 steering wheel for $150. Sport shifter for $200. Coated all that. I had an oil leak, so I had to get the valve cover gasket done and the rear main seal, and again, didn't have time to do all that, so that ended up being $900. And I bought M Sport bumpers, so front, rear, and I also bought the side skirts, and that came out to $900. So I'm currently in the car around $9,500, $9,600. That's a lot. I mean, it's not terrible. I won't lose any money right now. I could sell it for 10 grand. I'm not worried about that. But it just, my biggest costs are from the fact that I couldn't find a mechanic to work on my car, and I had to go to one mechanic who's good, but obviously a little overpriced. I saved a ton of money on doing mods myself, so putting in new seats, new steering wheel, coating stuff. That's where I saved a ton of money. Some of the actual maintenance, that cost me too much. So what does it seem like it's too much? I don't think so. Like I said, even with how the car market is right now, I feel like I could sell this car and come out ahead. So I'm not worried about that. That's one of the biggest things for me when I'm buying and fixing a car and selling it is, am I going to lose my shirt? Is this going to end up costing me more than it would to just buy a new car? So if I sold it right now, say I can sell it for $10,000, obviously I haven't lost any money. I've made a couple of dollars, okay? But let's say, I don't know, let's say I just can't sell the car and I ended up having to give it away for $5,000. I feel like if I said $5,000, 2008 535 XI wagon, it's pretty clean title, 120,000 miles, somebody would come within an hour and buy it. That means the car cost me $297 a month to own it. So give or take $4,000 or $5,000. That's not bad at all. I mean, $297 a month, what new car could I get? That's unheard of. Okay, so I'm thankful I have a good mechanic to work on my car, but it's just still really frustrating, that many $1,000s. Although, if I would have fixed it myself, I could have broken a bunch of other stuff and then it would cost even more money. Think about that.